The training program that your business needs is clearly going to involve some technical training. That will vary, of course, depending on the type of business that you're in. The one thing that won't change, though, and is universal across all businesses in my mind, is the responsibility of leaders of businesses, whilst you have employees under your remit, to be sure that you help them grow, not just as beneficial team members in your business, but in a wider sense for their own future development. I think that is a responsibility of leadership. I'm sure you've all heard about giving a little bit to get a little bit back, and I genuinely believe that that's something that's really important in leadership. How do you do that? How do we actually help an individual grow? Well, in my mind, leadership coaching starts from day one. It doesn't matter whether you're talking about perhaps a cohort of people that are in a leadership program that are becoming the leaders of the future, or whether indeed they're quite junior staff members just getting on board and in the business. That leadership coaching can start straight away. I really remember working for a business in the UK as finance director, and I had an all-staff meeting, got everybody together in the room, and I'm quite sure the expectation that day was that we would be talking about boring stuff like year-end timetables, some new accounting software. But no, the focus of that session, and indeed the focus of many sessions to come, was on leadership, coaching leadership, improving leadership skills. Point being that even if they weren't ready to be leaders that day, not everybody in the room was, there would be something that they would grab and hopefully use within our business. But if not, they become advocates for the business. So let's say their circumstances change and they have to move away, or for whatever reason they need to resign from the business. They will still remember the training and the benefits that they had. So how do you coach leadership? Well, in one of the earlier sessions, I spoke about the need for leaders to find their own path. Don't be a mini-me of somebody else. And that's true here too. Of course, you will teach leadership, you will coach leadership to your teams in your style, in your way, and that's perfectly fine. But it is important to get different views. Do think about bringing others in, perhaps not even inside your industry. I know when I worked in an accounting business, we'd have people come in that were sports people, in the entertainment industry. All of them could bring something to the table, and you could learn something about leadership and about how they have been successful. Giving that variety really is an important part of the process. Do use videos, make it as visual as you can, so that your team are not just hearing from you, not just hearing the repetitive nature of your own voice. We need to bring different skills in. Go to YouTube, go to wherever it might be, to find leadership videos that resonate with you. There's some wonderful videos out there. Some of them have been around a while, like Steve Jobs' graduation speech at Stanford University. That's just to name one. There's a whole raft of them out there. Run those sessions and ask your team what they got out of it. What were the key learnings? What did they like? What did they not like about what was said? Make your team members more rounded individuals so that when the time comes for them to become leaders, whether that's tomorrow, in 6 months' time, or indeed in a couple of years' time, they've been introduced to some of these concepts. And guess what? They won't just be better leaders then. You'll be introducing a set of behaviours that you're wanting to see inside your team, whether they're leaders or whether they're not.